Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're diving into the next big thing in AI. And to make this super concrete, we're going to look at it through the lens of a massive industry, real estate.
All right, let me just kick things off with a question for you. Do you think you're actually using AI in your daily work? I mean, really using it? A lot of people would probably say no, or not really, right? Well, the answer might actually surprise you.
Because here's the thing. If you're using tools like Canva, or just scrolling through social media, or if your business relies on a modern CRM, guess what? You're already using AI. It's kind of baked into almost everything we use, working behind the scenes. So, the conversation we should be having isn't if we'll use AI, it's about what's coming next.
And that next step, that next evolution, it's called Agentic AI. Now, I know what you're thinking, another buzzword, but stick with me. This is a real fundamental shift in what AI is capable of. It's the next chapter for all those tools we just talked about.
So what in the world is it? Well, basically, Agentic AI is a system that can think for itself. It can look at a situation, make a decision, and then actually do something to reach a goal. The key word here is independently. It's not just following a strict set of instructions, it's smart enough to adapt when things change.
Okay, this right here is the perfect way to think about it. On one side, you've got your basic automation. It's like a simple robot on a factory line. It does exactly what you tell it step by step. If this, then that. But on the other side, that's Agentic AI. You don't give it a list of steps, you give it a goal, and it figures out how to get there, navigating all the messy, real-world stuff along the way. It's less of a tool you operate and more of an assistant to collaborate with you.
And to bring this into the real estate world, think about it like this. Asking your current AI to write a listing description, that's a simple one-off command. But telling an Agentic AI, hey, manage all my client follow-ups for the entire week? Whoa, that's a completely different ballgame. That's a complex goal that requires the AI to plan, adapt, and act on its own.
Okay, so how does this magic actually happen? It sounds a little bit like sci-fi, I get it, but it's actually built on 4 core technologies that you're probably already familiar with. Let's pull back the curtain and see what they are.
So these are the 4 pillars. The best way to think of them is like a team. You got machine learning, which is the brain, doing all the thinking and predicting. Then there's workflow automation, which is kind of like the hands and feet, actually doing the tasks. Natural language processing, or NLP, that's the voice. It handles all the communication. And finally, CRM integration. That's the central nervous system, connecting everything together and making it all work as one cohesive unit.
So let's start with the brain, machine learning. This is what chews through mountains of data to find hidden patterns. We're talking about predicting property values, spotting market trends before they happen, and getting a really deep understanding of what buyers are looking for. Then you've got workflow automation, the hands and feet. This is the part that takes all that boring, repetitive stuff off your plate. Think scheduling appointments, coordinating showings, even launching super personalized marketing campaigns, all happening in the background automatically.
All right, now for the voice. Natural language processing, NLP for short. This is what allows the AI to actually talk to people, like a person. It can chat with visitors on your website, answer their questions, and even qualify leads with a totally natural conversational follow-up.
And the final piece of the puzzle, the one that ties it all together, is CRM integration. This is absolutely critical. By plugging directly into your CRM, the AI gets access to a single source of truth. It keeps all the data clean, it can track how it's doing, and, this is the big one, it learns and gets smarter with every single transaction. Okay, so that's the what and the how, but you're probably wondering, how do I actually use this? Well, there's a really simple, practical blueprint for this. It's an acronym called APIM.
APM is basically your 4-step game plan. First, A is for automate. You start by offloading all those time-sucking repetitive tasks. Simple. Then, P is for personalize. You take the insights the AI gives you and use them to create incredibly tailored messages and suggestions. Next, I is for integrate. This is key. You have to make sure these new tools talk to your existing systems, like your CRM and calendar. And finally, M is for monitor. You don't just set it and forget it. You have to keep an eye on how it's performing and tweak things to make it even better.
Let's take that integrate step, for example. A perfect way to do that is with an AI chatbot on your website. Think about it. It works around the clock, 24/7, answering basic questions and qualifying leads for you. You literally never miss a beat, even when you're sleeping.
But, and this is maybe the most important point of all, this is not about replacing humans. It's about creating a partnership. You are still in control. You set the rules. You tell the AI, okay, you handle the simple stuff, but if a complex question comes in or if one of my VIP clients reaches out, you send that straight to me. Your human expertise and your relationships, they stay right at the heart of everything.
So, zooming out a bit, what does this mean for the future? For agents? For their clients? As this tech becomes more widespread, there are some incredible benefits, for sure. But there are also some really important things we need to think about.
And it's really a two-sided coin. For agents, the pros are huge. I mean, making faster, smarter decisions, scaling your business like never before, and getting more time to actually spend with clients, that's a game changer. But on the flip side, for consumers, we have to talk about things like, how is my data being used? Are agents being upfront about this? And how do we make sure that a real human connection isn't lost in all this tech?
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's not about jumping in headfirst without a plan. But it's also definitely not about sticking your head in the sand and pretending this isn't happening. The smart move is to stay informed, to be thoughtful about how you bring these tools into your workflow, and to always be monitoring their impact.
Which really leaves us with a pretty provocative question to chew on. The next time you need an agent, are you looking for just a human? Or are you looking for a hybrid, a human expert who's supercharged by an incredibly powerful AI assistant? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.